Welcome to the story world.
In ancient times, there was a beautiful kingdom nestled in the lap of the big mountains, Crown Ridge. This kingdom was identified not by its lofty palaces, but by its lush fields and dense forests. Right in the center of the kingdom stood a huge, ancient banyan tree. The people of the kingdom believed this tree was the soul of the kingdom. Its roots were deep. The children affectionately called it God Banyan. The village elders believed that when the leaves of the god banyan rustled, they foreshadowed the future. In this very kingdom, King Alaric and Queen Eleanor had their only daughter, Princess Clara. Clara loved the fragrance of clay more than the gold and silver utensils of the palace. As soon as she finished school, she would escape straight into the lap of nature. One afternoon, as the sun's rays filtered through the leaves, creating golden streaks on the earth, Clara sat beside a red rose. Just then, a strange butterfly came to her. Its wings were velvety and studded with real diamonds. When it flew, it left a trail of star-like brilliance behind it. Clara, mesmerized, ran after it. She left the royal garden and reached a part of the dense forest where no one had ever been. There, she found a unique purple flower that glowed like a firefly. As soon as Clara touched it, the butterfly disappeared. Clara realized she had lost her way. Suddenly, the sky darkened and a terrible storm arose. Lightning struck and huge trees began to be uprooted. Just then, a huge banyan tree standing behind Clara bent down one of its strong branches.
"Don't be afraid, my child. Come into my lap."
The voice of the god banyan tree was like the echo of a deep well. He hid Clara in a safe cavity within its trunk. Clara remained safe there until the storm subsided, and God Banyan even showed her the secret way out of the forest.
When Clara returned to the palace, she didn't tell anyone anything about the banyan tree. She knew it was her biggest secret. From the next day, Clara and the banyan tree's friendship grew stronger. Every evening, Clara would go to the tree and tell it everything about her day. She would tell it which lessons she found difficult in her studies, and how sometimes she felt lonely in the palace. One day, the banyan tree gave Clara a shiny green leaf.
"Daughter, keep this in your book. It will teach you not only the alphabet but also the essence of the world."
The tree said softly. Clara placed the leaf in her book. To her surprise, from that day onwards, Clara started memorizing all the lessons very quickly. She became the smartest in the class. This leaf was the magic of friendship. When the king saw that Clara left the palace every evening and went to the same tree in the forest, he became very worried. He thought that there might be some dangerous magic on that tree.
"My daughter should not be in any danger,"
The king thought. First, the king sent some of his soldiers. The soldiers went at night and tried to cut a small branch from the peepal tree to find out if the tree was magical or not. The soldiers struck the peepal tree with their sharpest axe. Went the sound, and the axe broke in two. There wasn't even a small scratch on the tree. The soldiers ran away in fear and told the king everything. Hearing this, the king was very frightened. He decided,
"I must cut down this tree to save my daughter, no matter what."
The very next day, the king sent his army into the forest and ordered.
"Cut down this peepal tree immediately."
The soldiers reached the tree with their big axes and saws. As soon as they struck the first blow on the tree trunk, a loud sound came from the tree. The soldiers were startled. Then they started cutting the large branches of the tree. But what? As soon as they cut one branch, a new green branch immediately grew in its place. The soldiers got tired, drenched in sweat, but the tree remained standing as before.
But seeing this, the king's chief commander and some greedy courtiers became jealous. They began to incite the king's ears. While this controversy was still ongoing, another calamity struck Crown Ridge. A mysterious blue disease spread through the kingdom. Anyone affected by this disease would turn blue and fall into a deep sleep. The royal physician and doctors from the kingdom and abroad gave up. Queen Eleanor herself fell victim to this disease. The entire kingdom was plunged into mourning. The king announced,
"Whoever saves my queen and my subjects will be given a great reward."
but no medicine was working. Just then, Clara ran to God Banyan and cried,
God Banyan, please save my mother and my kingdom.
The God Banyan's leaves rustled loudly.
"Daughter, don't cry. Humans have insulted nature, and this disease has come. A yellow herb grows near my deepest roots. Its extract is the only cure for this disease. But to get it, you must go into that dark cave underground."
Clara agreed without fear. The God Banyan spread its roots to create a path. Clara took a torch and went inside, where there were bats and darkness. She found the yellow herb and came out. The herb's juice cured the queen and the entire kingdom. But instead of being grateful, the king's minister provoked the king again.
"Your Majesty, look. That tree has control over both life and death. Tomorrow it could kill us. Destroying it is the only way to protect us."
The king ordered the elephants to be chained and pulled down, but the elephants trumpeted and retreated. Just then God Banyan roared in his deep, deep voice. The entire earth trembled.
"O king! You and your people have lived here for years. I gave you air to breathe, water to quench your thirst, and medicine for your illness. Have you forgotten? Today you are trying to destroy me?"
The tree's voice was filled with sorrow.
"If we trees are no longer there, the air here will become polluted, there will be no rain, and the heat will burn everyone. Will your humanity survive then?"
As soon as God Banyan said this, the greenery of the entire kingdom suddenly turned yellow. Rivers began to dry up, and birds began to fly away. The king realized his terrible mistake. He understood that God Banyan was not a demon, but an embodiment of God. King Alaric dismounted his horse, went barefoot to God Banyan, and knelt down.
"Forgive me, God Banyan. Out of arrogance and fear, I insulted the source of life."
Tears fell from the king's eyes and seeped into the tree's roots. At that very moment, dark clouds gathered in the sky and a cool rain began to fall. The kingdom's greenery returned. The king immediately declared that from that day forward, no citizen of the kingdom would ever cut down any green tree. He ordered that a tree planting festival would be celebrated in every village. The king built a grand platform around the God Banyan tree, where major state gatherings were now held. Clara and God Banyan's friendship remained forever. Time passed. Clara became a great and learned queen. The magical leaf always remained with her, reminding her that knowledge and nature are two sides of the same coin. She planted thousands of new trees throughout the kingdom. Crown Ridge became the happiest and greenest kingdom in the world. People still worship God Banyan and relax under its shade. This story teaches us, trees provide us with oxygen, water, and food. Cutting them down is like chopping off one's own feet. A true friend protects you in times of need without any selfish motive. The king admitted his mistake and corrected it. Admitting one's mistake is true bravery. When we live close to nature, our minds become more focused and calm.
Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Also press the bell icon.